Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to give you my review it's a children's, it's a kid's cartoon show, but Carmen Sandiego. Now, if that name sounds familiar to you, and you grew up in the 90s, you know Carmen Sandiego as the computer game about a master thief, Carmen Sandiego. It was one of those games where you would see the clue and connect the dots, and it was very thought-provoking for children. And I remember Carmen Sandiego when I was in school because I remember it being one of those games you had to pay for. But I remember being able to play, but I remember they let you play the demo, and I remember playing the demo and being like, oh, this is cool. So one of the games that really made me think, man, maybe I would want to be a detective one day, because I like connecting these dots. And the game was very cool. I remember it like it was yesterday. That, Oregon Trail, and a few other games, you know, the freaking Math Martian. Like, there was a bunch of games as a kid that I remember, but I genuinely remember Carmen Sandiego. And about a few months ago, maybe 7 months ago, they announced that they were making a Carmen Sandiego show. That they were making a Carmen Sandiego show. Then they announced that they were making it was a cartoon show with the girl from what's that CW show? The girl from Virgin, Jane the Virgin, with the girl from Jane the Virgin voicing Carmen Sandiego. And I was like, okay, it's a cartoon show. And I saw a little bit of the stuff, and I was like, okay, it's a cartoon show. Seems like it's just a cash grab, you know, going off the name. But I was bored as hell. First of all, I was bored as hell. Each episode was only 20 minutes, and there's only 9 episodes. And I was like, fuck it, 20 minutes, 9 episodes, you know, whatever. I have to say, Carmen Sandiego is a fun show. Now, I'm gonna, let me qualify that. Carmen Sandiego is a kid's show. It is a kid's show to its core. And I know what you're thinking. Why the hell are you watching it? I was curious. I was really curious. I was just curious. And it is a kid's show, but it's not a kid's show that you think it is. It's not a kid's show that's being stupid towards, that's treating kids like idiots like a lot of cartoon shows do these days. This is a kid's show that is very good. This is probably one of the best cartoon shows I've seen in a long time with Carmen Sandiego. The art style is unique. The voice actors are pretty good. It has a fun, unique, and interesting, and just charismatic and frankly, sort of badass main protagonist, female main protagonist. It's educational. It is very educational. I didn't know all these different things I knew about these different countries until watching the show. And but let me get into it. Now, it kind of apparently it retcons. I don't know a lot of Carmen Sandiego's backstory, but the show is over the top. If I had to describe Carmen Sandiego with two things comparison, it's as if Mission Impossible, I'm talking about the Tom Cruise Mission Impossibles, fused with Kim Possible, and it would look a lot like Carmen Sandiego. Now, obviously, there are things that aren't, there aren't any people dying, but there are things hinted to, like the great cartoons do. But this is one of those cartoons. I would put this in the same category with an Ed, Edd and Eddy, with a Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, of shows where looking back that these are made for children, but they're artful and you like that. But they're artful and they're so still trying to tell something, say something that you're like, this is made for a kid, but I don't mind watching like a SpongeBob. You know what I mean? And I'd say this show does the same thing because there's enough. It takes the children serious enough that you're not rolling your eyes at it. Now, it is over the top. Now, even Carmen's origin story is over the top. Abandoned as a baby on this island of thieves, raised on this island with traveling nannies who told her all these tales of the places they came from. And it was like it's an over the top backstory, but it's done in such a organic way that you're like, okay. And they really immerse you in that world of Carmen Sandiego. And by the way, this cartoon has one of the most important things a cartoon can have: a catchy and unique theme. I mean, you hear this da 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 dun dun dun, it's got this kind of and you hear this Carmen, and it's funny because it's making fun of the spy genre. Not making fun of the spy genre, but it's playing up the spy genre. Literally, the intro is someone singing a lot like a James Bond song where there'd be a woman or a male singing with this echo kind of sound to it. That's how it has with her, with those shadowy figures and her going into places and disappearing out of places and shit like that. And the thing is though, there's scenes ripped right out of a Mission Impossible movie. There's a scene in an opera house. There's a scene, there's a car chase, there's some car chases, like legitimate car chases. Like the way they frame them are like movie car chases. And this is how you know if a show isn't completely and utterly just kid. There's punches being thrown. People are trying to kill people. Now, the show doesn't step into all-time great cartoon territory because it's still held back by the kind of PC thing that first of all, no one says the word kill, though it's alluded to that people are trying to kill you. It's alluded to, it's kind of hinted to, no one says the word kill. And the evil, in this evil organization that she's battling, it's which they changed the Carmen Sandiego origin a bit because instead of her just being a master thief, she is a thief who steals from thieves, who steals from master thieves. More specifically, there's like League of Master Thieves, and basically the people who raised her on this island, in fact. Because she grew up thinking that these people were just people. It's like they were just thieves. That's all they were doing was thievery. Turns out, boom, bing, bing, they're evil. Go figure. And it did a good job of making you have this. She has a reason to be coming after these people. She has a personal connection to these people. She's personally betrayed by these people. It's why she's coming after these people and trying to steal back all the shit that they've stolen. And as an evil organization goes, they don't let them do anything too bad. Like literally, there's a spoiler alert. There's an episode where they go to, I think, Indonesia. And by the way, you learn a lot of shit about Indonesia. Like, holy shit, how much rice is in Indonesia? But anyway, there's a thing where the villain's big plan is to contaminate all the rice in Indonesia, which is basically their main supply of rice. Now, I could be wrong. It might not be Indonesia. It's been a little bit since I've seen it. It might be a different country. But they want to contaminate all their rice so that they can swoop in and save the day and sell them all this Insta rice so that they can make a profit off of it. And that's a lot of the shit that those villains are really doing. Like, they're stealing expensive paintings, so that they can flip it for profit. They're blowing up spacecraft so they can look like so they can look like the people who created it did a shit job so that the government that is funding them can drop them and then bring them aboard to start making the rockets. Like, the shit that they do is really maniacal. It's nothing crazy. It's not like someone's dying. It's not like they're killing people. It's not like contaminating. It's not like evil. It's more like just fucked up. Like, it's more like corporate shit. Like, he's like, yeah, you're stealing the cell. And like, they really play it up. Like, I'm saying, like, there's a character in here named Paper Star, which sounds stupid, but it's a pretty cool ass, I have to say, for a kid's show. The fight between Carmen and Paper Star was pretty fucking cool. Like, because Paper Star's whole thing, she can make paper into that's why she's called Paper Star, into a weapon. And she is launching these paper fucking shurikens at her. And just, Carmen's doing some Batman shit. She's just ducking and dodging, trying to fight her. And it's like, whoa. Like, it's funny. Like, she's kind of like Bullseye in a weird way when it comes to that. But, anywho, there's some great Easter eggs to the original source material. There's a character who's helping her out called Player, which is paying homage to the original PC version. Because if you remember in the original Carmen Sandiego game, when you played it, she would say Player, as in you, the actual person playing the game, because they don't know if you're a male or a boy, so I just call you Player. Like, Player, what should I do here? Player, what do you think about this? But they did it in a cool way where they would frame it as if she's like listening to someone, her tech guy helping her. It's as if you are her tech guy helping her on her missions. And they actually had a guy who is her tech guy, a kid who went by the codename Player. He says he's a white hat hacker. Like I said, the show for a cartoon show, it does not treat the children stupid, and I appreciate that about the show. And the action beats aren't that bad. She also has these two brother and sisters with her who are just kind of from Boston. They're kind of there for the comedy bits, while she can just be cool, badass Carmen Sandiego. I swear to God, man, Carmen's like The Rock. Her calm, cool demeanor. Like, she really is cool. Like, I really hope that kids can watch this show. This is a cartoon worth, kids should watch. This is a cartoon worth showing. I'd show it to your daughters. I'd show it to your sons. She's cool. The art style is unique. She's got a cool theme music. She got a cool theme song. Cool ass over the top backstory. Very cool action sequences that somehow managed to still be cool, even though they're still trying to keep it PC because it is a cartoon show after all. I dug Carmen Sandiego. As a TV show, I'd give it a 7. I'd give it an 8. As a cartoon show, I'd give it a 10. As a cartoon show, for a cartoon show, and the real thing, talking about Ed, Ed and Eddie, made for children, made for kids, that you can appreciate cartoon show, it's definitely a 10. It's definitely one of the best cartoon shows I've seen in a long time. I dug it. I really did. I liked it. It was a fun little thing to watch. Thank you for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.